students, I want to show you Audubon's art. His last name was Audubon. He was John James Audubon, and he lived over 200 years ago. But he's probably the most famous artist when it comes to drawing and painting animals. And I wanted to share some of his art with you today. And after you see some of his pictures, we are going to talk about you observing, like he observed, animals, and you observing an animal and drawing that for your art project today. This week we are going to be inspired by the artist Audubon. And since he's so famous for drawing animals, we are going to be inspired to draw an animal this week. Now I have in the lesson some pictures that Audubon painted. This is hundreds of years ago. But he went all across the United States and painted as many bird species and different animals that he came across. And what I have here is one of my drawings that I did based on one of his birds. So you can look at the art I have in the Google form below, and you can be inspired by that painting. You can also have, for reference, for example, maybe you have something at your house that is kind of realistic looking animal. You might even have something that's not very realistic, but it's still an animal and you could draw it. Also, you might have a pet, and this is Jojo. Jojo is a black kitty cat, and he's a boy. And I worked on a little Jojo drawing right here. Hi, Jojo. And so I worked on drawing his little face. There we go. Wait. There we go. And if you have a pet at home, I would love to see if that is the animal that you want to observe and draw. I also have in our lesson at the bottom of the Google form some images that I took from some drawing books. And so you can look at those for inspiration also. This week, I want to see that you have drawn an animal. I want to encourage you to find something to color. You might have highlighters, you might have crayons, you might have paint. So I'd love to see you adding color to your art this week. And I'm sorry that we don't have Nearpod this week. It had some issues last week working, and I don't want to create a lesson that you can't get to. So you should be able to use the Google Classroom form for my videos and then create art at home this week. I want to see a drawing. You can draw it on any paper you have. You can use pencil, pen. Like I said, you can even color with something kind of unconventional, like a highlighter if you have that. If you don't, then just use pencil and paper. I look forward to seeing what you create, and I can't wait to put together an animal art show from your art. Click this image in the Google form for more animal resources.